Hello everyone, Pallytime here. We are back at Heroes of the Storm. Today I am once again going to be playing Stiches to complete my daily quest of playing 2 warriors. In the last video I played as the ultimate grab and crowd control Stiches to an extent. We lost horribly, but that was because of team coordination and an overall lack of damage in general. In today's video I'm going to be playing as the ultimate healing Stiches. Thou cannot die because it's broken as fuck. And I'll also be talking about how they have balanced Stiches and why I think this game will actually be really, really balanced as opposed to games like League of Legends or something that will always have the standout characters that everyone plays. Anyway, let's get into the game. Should be pretty fun. Hopefully we get a win this time. Alright, we are on the Cursed Hollow today. This is the Raven Lord map. I'm going to be using the upgrade for my E, using Devour also heals Stiches for an additional 10% of his max health. So not only does it normally restore 20%, we're getting an additional 10% on that. This is the ultimate heal build for Stiches. At least it's in the game right now. If you didn't see the last video, my skills are Q, which is a hook, W, which is a slam that does damage, and E, which does some basic damage and also heals my character. Mostly used for the heal. Our team consists of Trinde, the Witch Doctor, Stiches, Jim Raynor, and the Demon Hunter. So we have a ton of damage. Trinde is going to be providing a little bit of healing. I'll go top lane with Jim Raynor. And help him out. He's all worried. Two of you going mid? Guys, I'm alone up here. There's really no lane meta or anything in the game right now. People roam around like crazy. That's the basic meta. Jim Raider's probably the worst character for me to lane with, considering he just used his knockback to push someone away from me, which is what you never want to see. They have a ton of sustain in this lane with the enemy Arthas, again, using his knockback. That's a problem, buddy. Stop doing that. Anyway, the enemy Arthas and Malfurion are going to be able to out-sustain the majority of our damage. Then again, Raynor has a lot of sustain himself with his E ability, which is just going to be passively healing him all the time. Hopefully he doesn't mess up any of these grabs. He's a big fan of that knockback, man. He's a big fucking fan. And oh, the God Hands! Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Arthas? You gonna get out? He's gonna walk away casually. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna break some barrels up at the top of the screen. Yeah, you know what I think of that grab? I'm gonna break some fucking barrels. Come on. Oh, that missed by the skin of his teeth. Not that it would have killed him or anything. But still, just barely missed. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, the Witch Doctor seems to be handling himself pretty well. Bot lane looks like it needs a little bit of help. Trinde and the Demon Hunter should be faring pretty well. I mean, that's a pretty decent combo. See if I can grab Malfi. Hey, Malfi! Hey, Malfurion and Jim Raynor. Once again, using his knockback, missing this time. I can't say I agree with his timings, but you know, that's whatever. The ultimate heal Stiches needs amplified healing. Increases healing taken and regeneration effects by 30%. We shall not die today. Oh my God, the God Hands are in full effect. Come on, Raynor! Come on, Raynor! Oh God, damn it! I just need a little damage. That's all I need. I don't do any. I don't deal any damage, Raynor. Oh, I thought for sure he was gonna leave the base right then. There is a tribute spawn down at the bottom. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm really, really, really fucking late. The friendly Demon Hunter is going to fall, but a fantastic zombie wall is going to stop Jim Raynor momentarily from getting this. I'm on my way in. Hopefully he should be able to provide some support. Our friendly Jim Raynor decides he wants to stay up in the top lane, which is a pretty substantial mistake. We need him down here. Trinde landing a good stun on Jim Raynor. Keep in mind he does not have his passive right now. Grab going down the enemy Demon Hunter is going to get her off the tribute, but does threaten to kill me. Jim Raynor just now getting here. Probably not going to be able to make anything happen. Let's go for a little bit of heals before I die. There we go. And we are Oh, they're blocking me. Oh, he decides to move. The Lich King had that in the bag, but for some reason he decides to move. We're in a position where we're not really contesting this. We're just delaying this. But hey. Oh, and the enemy Barbarian does block that grab, which was intended for Arthas. That was going to cancel it one more time. I was going to say, when did Rome do what Romans do? Which all we were doing was delaying the inevitable. 2 seconds on my grab, but I do not have the mana to cast it. They have 5 deep in the bottom lane, trying to push this lane to the fullest extent. They have completely worn out the ammo in the top turret. Meanwhile, you know, the team, you know, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I'm gonna go top lane. I'm gonna push the top lane. That's what I should do. Oh, these siege minions over here. We need those. We actually do need the siege minions. I'm just giving the guy a little shit. Let's go over and help him do that while I make my way back to whatever lane I decide to get my butt in this time. I think I will. I guess I'm heading to top. Another tribute is now spawning. We are going to be picking up the block at this level, I believe. No, we're going to be picking up the Savor Flavor. Which allows us to increase our health regeneration permanently every single time we use the Devour ability. Trinde is, well, I thought I was a lot farther away, actually. Trinde wasn't that far out of position. The Barbarian is going in deep and could potentially be caught in here. I'm just going to casually walk away with the little bit of health that I have. Raynor is going to fall. The Witch Doctor does almost land a really good zombie wall there, but it was a little short. I do end up falling there. I could have devoured the Barbarian for a little bit of extra health. Wow, for all the damage we have on our team, it's not getting done at all. Could have used our healer. We could have used some damage too. I mean, we have a ton of damage potential. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Anyway, Jim Raynor coming up completely out of position. If the enemy team wanted to, they could have completely closed in on him and killed him there. I'm not too sure why they didn't. Oh, now he's typing. Oh, he was there. I wasn't doubting that. I wasn't doubting that. He was present for sure. Well, they're not following. They're not dealing any damage. Instead, they're focusing siege minions that have already killed the turret. Okay. Okay, it's going to be one of those games today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be one of those games today where I get really frustrated by my solo queue people. I mean, I'm going to try to keep negativity out of the videos, but fuck. Fuck! I just need some damage output. I don't deal any. I deal 0 damage. Witch Doctor could land a pretty good zombie wall here, and then I could capitalize on that. Or not. Okay. The tribute has spawned. It's in the middle this time. Team's already collapsing on it. That's a good sign. Raynor's still bitching about something. It seems to be a pretty common thing with Raynor. Alright. A good Hyperion going down by the enemy Jim Raynor as I'm trying to take this is going to stop me. And we're being forced back again. Again. Nothing we can do about any of this. Now, if I was level 10, there might be something we could do about this. Let's get a grab here on a minion. Absolutely what I meant to do. Even if I landed that grab, though, it wouldn't have been as effective as I was wanting. I was hoping to pull Malfurion into... Bite it. Okay, my Devour didn't go off. I was hoping to pull Malfurion into this tower here. But right as I did it, they got the tribute. So they have a 2-level advantage on us, a hard 2-level advantage on us. The friendly Demon Hunter is going to chase down the enemy Raynor and pick up the kill there. If she tumbles again, she could continue to chase Turinde. But I agree, it wasn't the smartest thing to do. Turning around instead to fight the Barbarian. Yeah, our Jim Raynor's kind of bad, and he seems to be blaming everyone else for the reason he's bad. But, you know, that's okay. Everyone has their own prerogatives on the internet. I'm not here to tell anyone how to play or anything. This is a fucking gigantic minion wave. Oh my god, this is the biggest minion wave I've ever seen. Let's slam into him, I guess. I'll use my Devour to keep myself healed. Jeez. They did get a mercenary camp as well in the middle lane, so they did a really good job of using that curse to its full effectiveness. Still a 2-level advantage by the enemy team. Okay. Okay, the curse is over. We need to group and deal damage. We need to group and deal damage. This is all happening in the bottom lane. Once again, the enemy team is pushing back Jim Raynor and the Witch Doctor. I'm on my way down there to provide a little bit of assistance. If they keep pushing, this could be an advantage for our team, as I do have my ultimate now. Looks like we are trying to take these siege minions. If we do it really quickly, it'll be a good play, because we can get them and then engage the enemy team and have a little bit more support. Oh, they're a little divided. Now's the time to go in. I'm popping my ultimate. I'm popping my ultimate. If I actually get in front of these guys, I'm going to start to slow them. You can see Malfurion, Barbarian, and Tyrande are all slowed here. Tyrande taking a ton of damage in the back line is going to fall from the Witch Doctor ultimate. We finally get a fucking good play in here. Where you going, motherfucker? Get back here. Pulling back Jim Raynor into the fight is going to trigger his passive with the damage. The stun going down by Tyrande is going to ensure his death. And with that, we have a fantastic push going down in the bottom lane with these siege minions. We need to just keep pushing, although they do take the middle mercenary camps, the middle knight camps, which is going to push middle lane for the enemy team. We are going to be picking up the sprint in this ability. It's going to be an active ability. It's going to allow us to move 75% faster for, I believe, 3 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, doesn't sound like it'll be that useful, but just see how we use it with our ultimate later on. By winning that team fight, we do close the gap on the level range a little bit, bringing us up to 14, while the enemy team is at 15. Now we are calling for the retreat. I think that's a decent idea. You know what? I think this is a better idea. The grab going down on Tyrande is going to pull her out of position. Will the enemy team, will the friendly team respond, more importantly? All right, my ultimate going down. This is a good team fight. We should fight this. We should fight this. Why aren't we fighting this? Please fight this. Oh, my God. Now the enemy team coming in with the Hyperion is going to make us separate a little bit. We do end up picking up the kill on Malfurion. The grab going out is going to pull Jim Raynor back into the fray of things, and that's going to be a kill on Jim Raynor as well. The Barbarian was a little bit out of position. The friendly Demon Hunter is going to choose to focus down Tyrande, but the Barbarian does enclose on her and take her down. Meanwhile, Jim Raynor opting to go with the Banshee's ultimate, but not chase down the Barbarian when he's right under the tower, and he could have gotten the kill. Barbarian now re-engaging with the help of Arthas, while we fall back to try to get the fucking tribute. Meanwhile, the Witch Doctor ultimate going down is going to kill both Arthas and the enemy Barbarian, and he's going to pick this up no problem. Well done, sir. Oh my God, the Tyrande fucking... Oh, the Tyrande interrupts him! Oh my God. I need to get back over there. I need to get back over there. Tyrande has an ability which allows her to get sight of an area, and she uses it to just interrupt the Witch Doctor there. The Witch Doctor does come out on top with the help of his zombie walls, but he's forced to retreat. I need to pick up my next thing. I'm picking up the stun on Slam. I don't know if that was the right thing to do or not. I'm going to pull Malfurion off of this thing, interrupt him. Meanwhile, Tyrande on the friendly team is re-engaging in this. The Witch Doctor missing his zombie wall very, very slightly. Not a big deal. Oh my God, what an exciting sequence of events. Let's go ahead and kill that thing off. If I can get a good grab here, I'm going to try. Here we go. Malfurion completely out of position now, already used his heal, and is going to have to use his Tranquility in order to try to survive. Meanwhile, the enemy Jim Raynor does use his Hyperion. I'm going to kind of pursue him a little bit, try to keep him crowd controlled, try to keep him stunned as I get out of this. The friendly Jim Raynor does engage. Let's try to save the Witch Doctor here. It does happen. And the Barbarian is going to be forced back. I completely missed my slam there. Pathing. The pathing fails. Oh, friendly Witch Doctor coming in, or Demon Hunter, excuse me, is going to interrupt the Arthas from capturing the tribute once again. She doesn't realize that the enemy Barbarian is once again enclosing on her and is going to take her down. Oh my God, oh, the Witch Doctor isn't done yet. He's coming in with his ultimate, and he is going to take down the enemy Barbarian. Oh my God. Now Tyrande is almost spawned. She could take a note out of the other Tyrande's book and hit her with the sight. Oh, is she going to do it? Is she going to do it? Is she going to fire it? Is she going to fire it? Is she going to fire it? No, she's not going to do anything. Man. This has been an awesome game. Oh, I feel like we need a little bit more coordination, but it has led to some of the most awesome team fights I've seen in a long time. Just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. We are now tied up almost. They're just a little fraction ahead of us in levels. During the course of all that commotion, these guys have once again respawned, so I'm just going to come in here, start devouring them a little bit more. Was Slam the right thing I wanted? Kind of. Slam's a good choice here, and also Imposing Presence is a good choice at this level as well. But man, this has been some exciting stuff. This has been some really exciting stuff. So, the goal of the last build was to single out a target and slow them down, and lock them down, devour them. I didn't really do that very well in the last game. The goal of the build in this game is to just be as disruptive as possible, while also getting a massive amount of healing from not only myself, but my allies. Pulling Jim Raynor into an area where he can't escape is going to allow me to come in here with the ultimate and slow him down to the utmost of my ability. Now, if the friendly Jim Raynor would just fucking engage, which he is kind of haphazardly doing, we will be alright. Focusing down Malfurion is now the correct thing to do, and the friendly Witch Doctor does catch him in a fantastic zombie wall. Oh, the enemy Barbarian really low on health here. I'm completely body blocked on both sides. I was sandwiched in between them. Really, really well done, even though I don't think it was on purpose. Oh my god, we are just completely cleaning up the enemy team with this Witch Doctor ultimate. We did end up getting that tribute, which is the first tribute that our team has picked up in this game. We have been trying everything we could do to contest these objectives. We just have not been doing it effectively, and we are going to take down the enemy Tyrande. That means everyone on the enemy team is dead, but before they died, they did spawn this golem in the top lane, which is now pushing, and they did spawn this golem in the bottom lane, which is now pushing. So yes, we did win the battle, but the war is far from over. This golem shouldn't do much. Oh god, he's doing a ton of damage. Way more damage than I was expecting. Way more damage than I was expecting. He's actually going to take down at least one tower, maybe even two. Oh, never mind. He stopped to cast a stun, and that's when the tower focused him. So my mentality for playing Stiches, you can build him for damage too, although I think it sucks. My mentality for playing Stiches is just to be the biggest ball of health that I can be for my team. The tribute is now spawning in the top lane. We kind of have people in the area, although the Witch Doctor isn't responding immediately. I'm going to be the first one to show up to this, as always. It looks like I might actually be able to pick it up, depending on how slow the Barbarian is getting here. I'm just going to try to capture this right away. Halfway done. Malfurion coming in with the interrupt. Arthas here to zone us out. Jim Raynor entering from absolutely the wrong side. The zombie wall going down is going to partially block me in here, but I do come in with a large amount of damage. Let's pull Jim Raynor into the belly of the fucking beast, and he is going to be completely eviscerated as he comes in. Now, the Witch Doctor doing a great job of doing a ton of damage with his ultimate, but we are going to be pushed back here just slightly. And momentarily, I might add. Alright, we need to get this tribute. Tyrande, I'm tired of your shit. Get in here and die, please. Alright, we do clear out the entire enemy team again, and we now have level advantage. We also have the lead on curses for this next tribute. I'm going to be picking up the regenerative bile for my ultimate. This is when Stiches becomes the healing monster that you can just not kill. I'm able to sprint in the middle of the enemy team. I'm able to lay down the putrid bile, and now that bile will heal me for the damage that it's dealing. It is so unbelievably strong. 5 members of the enemy team are still dead. We need to be pushing this. We need to be pushing this. We need to be pushing this. Please push this. Opting to get the siege minions instead. Okay. I guess that's not terrible. Spawn these guys as fast as possible. Arthas getting caught in the zombie wall again. This is going to be the death of Arthas. Now, in the next team fight, they will not have their tank. They will not have their main disruptor. They have 2 healers on their team, and they do have the Barbarian, which does have a little bit of disruption, but nothing to the extent that Arthas does. The Banshees from Jim Raynor are pushing down the tower here. We have killed the well in the top lane as well. The zombies coming down. The Hyperion coming down from the enemy Jim Raynor is going to force us back because that does a ton of damage. The stun coming down from Tyrande is going to momentarily stop me, but the ultimate coming down from the Witch Doctor is once again going to completely eviscerate the enemy team. Here I come in with the Putrid Bile, going to be picking up the kill on the enemy. I don't even know who that was. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Tyrande coming in with the stun on Raynor, and we're going to completely wipe their team again. Oh my god. And the enemy team is now cursed. Jim Raynor opted to go back and pick up the curse. That means their towers aren't going to be shooting. That means their minions are going to have no health. And that means we are going to somehow turn this game around. That was an exciting game. That was a fucking exciting game. Man, I'm going to have to take a break after that. I did a little bit too much yelling. I did a little bit too much yelling this game. That was fun. That was really fun. And thus completes the daily quest for winning 2 games with the Warrior Hero. A couple things I want to do before we end this game. Excuse me. Alright, first thing I want to do is skip all this XP shit. Looks like I went 26 and 5 that game, which is really good. I was really worried about our team's coordination at the beginning of that game, but once we started grouping and getting into those team fights, the fucking massive damage that, the massive AoE damage, I should say, that the Witch Doctor and the Demon Hunter can do is astounding. And then we had Jim Raynor coming in with those single target burst damage with his Banshees. We had Tyrande healing and stunning the whole way through, and me bringing in those grabs with the massive disruption and slows that the Putrid Bile has. It was just, oh my god, the stars aligned. That was so good. Anyway, what I want to talk about, I said I wanted to give an example of why I think this game will always be more balanced than item-based games. But first, I would actually like to buy Tyrande because I have enough money now. So, one of the main problems with Stiches when I started playing the game was the simple fact that he could build for as much health as he wanted to. He would still have a ton of crowd control. He would still deal a decent amount of damage. And he would still just never die. And they've adjusted his talent build really slightly, but they've made it so that your choices actually matter at each level. And the biggest example of this is at level 7, they added in a ton of shit here. They just added in stuff to make it more desirable. But they moved Chew Your Food from level 7 down to level 1. So there was an obvious choice at level 1 to gain 35 maximum health every level. But they made the choice a lot less obvious by allowing you to heal for more when you devour. So if you want to go for more of a tanky build, you pick that. But if you want to go for more of a healing build, you pick this now, and it starts to make you want to choose different things. And if at any point they decide that one thing is overpowered, they can either move it higher up in the talent tree and force you to choose a hard decision, or they can simply readjust the amount of damage or healing or whatever that each of the ability does. Now, League of Legends and Dota, they adjust things like that too, but you also have to understand that because there are no items in this game, you don't have to worry about a champion excelling simply because of an item, which adds in a whole nother factor into balancing. I'm not saying League of Legends isn't balanced, but what I'm saying is it's a lot easier for Heroes of the Storm to be balanced because it's a talent-based game where you have to make choices. That's what I think, anyway. That's my 2 cents. I've played a fucking ton of MOBAs, though. I feel like I'm pretty insightful. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I had a fucking ton of fun in this game, in this video. A ton of fun in this video. I'm very, very close to unlocking the final skin for Stiches. If we go to my hero quest, you can see I only need 1 more game, and then I get the black tint for his chef coat. Alright guys, I'm done talking. Thank you all for watching. This was a really, really fun game. I'll be back very soon for more episodes of the Daily Quest, and I'll see you all then.